Cringe Talk, where we talk about everything related to CringeFest. Since 2018, CringeFest has invited brave storytellers to take the stage and share their most embarrassing, unforgettable, and humbling moments, all in support of Project Right Now. I'm Lizzie Finn, I'm your host, and today we're kicking things off with Lisa Hartsgrove, who is the program coordinator at Project Right Now and the program director at PWN Teen. Welcome, Lisa.
Thanks, Lizzie.
So I'm going to put you on the spot in the most cringy way that I can to start things off by saying, how would you define cringe in one word or two words or whatever?
Mortifying, embarrassing. Those are some
I
good words.
Those work for me. I'm like, okay, let's just see what pops up. So I know that you've been with Cringe Fest since the very beginning, 2018. So that's quite a while. Can you kind of walk me through like how it all started?
Sure. So we actually started at a coffee shop and we were reading from our diaries. We were reading the cringy things that we wrote as teenagers in our diaries out to a live audience so everybody could laugh along with us or at us. Um,
Nice, nice.
Kind fun. I was one of the first. I was in that very first one, and my best friend Michael did it with me. So when we were in high school, we actually kept a journal together that we would
Oh,
swap back and forth. So for one week, I would have it and fill it in. Then for one week, he would have it. So just looking back at that together and reading from it together was really hilarious because not only did we share our, intimate things that you would put in a journal, but we also had a lot of conversations back and forth.
mhm.
My favorite that I still remember was Michael's story, which I don't know if I'm going on for too long, but
No, it's
my
good. Go ahead.
Michael had a story about losing his lighter, and he went on for like 3 pages about how his brother must have taken his lighter and he was so mad and called him every name possible. And then the next entry was when he found his lighter the next day.
Well, it happens, right? Teenagers, what are you going to do? So, how do you feel like it's evolved over the years from that very first point in that coffee shop where you guys were reading out of your very raw teenage journals? Like, what's it like now compared to that?
So there are two things that I would say have definitely really grown. I mean, a lot of things have grown from that time, but two specifically. One is the venue. So we
Mhm.
started in a small coffee shop, then we moved up to we were at Red Tank, which is a what
Like
is
a
it?
brewery, like,
Thank
right?
you. It's a brewery. And then we were also in Porta in Asbury Park, and now we're at the Vogel. So that's like a really big deal. We're at the Vogel in Count Basie. It's a big stage. So we've definitely moved up the venue and also the story. So as much as it was really cool and a lot of fun to be reading these raw pieces from our diaries, it's a lot more curated now. So there's still raw stories and embarrassing, mortifying moments of people's lives, but we help them finalize the story so they're stage ready. So it really feels like a performance when you come and watch it.
Did you get any feedback when you shared your story, like, or like, what's the fallout from going on the stage and sharing your mortifying stories, if any? Is it good, bad?
I mean, I thankfully did not have anything bad come out of sharing our stories together. We laughed a lot. I
Yeah.
was very fortunate that a lot of my friends were able to volunteer that night too. So some of them were in the audience and some of them were volunteering, pouring drinks and that kind of thing. So it just kind of brought us all closer together because we all saw these memories that even if they weren't writing in the journal with us, we were friends since that time. So it kind of evoked all these memories for everybody and made everybody laugh.
Which kind of brings me to my next question, which is why is it so important? Why is humor so important? Why is live storytelling so important, especially right now?
Yeah, those are two different things, but both equally important.
Mhm.
I can't say enough about how important it is to laugh. I think that's obvious, but we forget it sometimes, especially in today where there's so many things that it's easy to be sad or angry about. It's
Mhm.
especially important to remember that there's still good things. Also, there's still moments that we can laugh, and especially to laugh at the hard stuff. It's the easiest way to get through it, is to be able to laugh at it.
Well, I keep joking that it's Cringe Fest is taking your worst moment and turning it into your best story.
Yes, I
So
love that.
that and sharing with everyone else so we get to laugh too. So I think like the other thing is we're kind of doing this campaign of like the what was I thinking? So if you think back, and I mean you kind of own it, you're very iconic, Lisa, but is there a bad hairstyle, like fashion choice, bridesmaid outfit? What's the number one comes to mind? And do you have a picture?
I mean, I can say yes to all of the things because I definitely embarrass myself 112 times a day. Um,
Yeah, of course we all do.
First thing that popped in my mind when you said hairstyle was so many people might know already that I cut my own hair. I have been cutting my own hair for a long time. And in the beginning, I wasn't nearly as good as it I am now, which now I'm still not a professional in any way, shape, or form. I just like to save money and cut my own hair. But I once thought I could do a short haircut and I just kept getting it shorter and shorter, trying to fix it until it was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And then I called a hair salon and said, please help me. And they made it into a pixie cut because that was the only way to save it.
That is the funniest thing. Like usually anytime you try to like color your own hair, you always end up having to be rescued.
If you're going to cut your own hair, know that it's going to take a lot of bad haircuts before you get to a decent one.
And make sure you have a good hat to cover.
Yeah.
Well, because it does grow back. So I think like we're really looking forward to Cringe Fest this year. Is there anything else like you would like what should the audience expect?
Well, honestly, I don't know who all the storytellers are yet myself, so I'm really excited. It's going to be a surprise for me too. I every year just expect to be surprised, to laugh. I don't want to share stories that happened of the past because I'd rather you have to have been there to have heard them. But I
Mhm.
will say that there are some that I still talk about to this day just because they were so very funny, and I can't stop thinking about them. I don't want to spoil anything, but you have to be there. You have to be there to understand the magic and
It's that
really.
old what happens at Cringe Fest stays at Cringe Fest.
Yes, yes, exactly.
That's great. Well, listen, Lisa, thank you. I appreciate you coming on to Cringe Talk and sharing your perspective. We're really looking forward to Cringe Fest, which is going to be live at the Vogel in Red Bank on April 17th, Friday, April 17th. Doors open at 6. There's really good food too. So it's comedy, food, friendship. So hopefully you guys will join us. For more information, go to projectrightnow.org. Thank you. See you later, guys.